in court, entered pleas of true to a motion to revoke probation on probation for injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual. Entered pleas of true to counts 1 through 8. I've received an updated report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yeah.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Nothing to finish.
Come from the state, Your Honor, unless Ms. Lopez has anything additional to her updated PSI.
All right, thank you, Ms. Lopez. And there was not an agreement, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Lewis, you may proceed.
Well, Judge, Ms. Eli, like I said, was previously placed on probation out of this court. Early on during her probationary period, it seems she had been doing really well, doing well for being able to comply with the terms of probation. During that time, of course, she had started having personal setbacks as far as her living situation, as far as where she would live and things of that nature. I believe at some point she did talk with probation about that, as far as trying to get some help with that. And it seemed to be working out well, even it got to, I think she was living with your mother, your grandmother. And it seemed to try to get back on track, but at some point that situation didn't work out for her either. And that's when things started to really go downhill fast as far as the not reporting and things of that nature. And it snowballed on her. Since she's been in custody, she has been able to secure a more stable living situation for us with her brother that will be available to her if the court decides to reinstate her. Also, employment. She has some employment options that's available to her as well. That I think that was her main problem or issue was stability. And I think since during this time, while she was already searching for these options, Judge, but they unfortunately by the time they became available to her, she was in custody. Now, when I talk about the situation with her brother for the living situation, that's also one of the job situations as well. Her brother works with Zumo Sausages, the Zumo company, and she actually worked there for a temporary period of time a while back, early on, and that job fell apart, but looks like it'll be open again for her to go back. So that's essentially what it comes down to. She's asking now that she's stable to try to see if she can have the opportunity to get out there and complete the probation like she initially tried to and wanted to.
What's the status of the theft in Orange, the new offense?
For as we know, the situation in Orange, there hasn't been a court date or anything up there. So it's still in limbo, at this point, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Malfino?
Judge, I think it's fortunate that we're not here on a violation that involves a child based on the underlying nature of this probation. But I also think it's unfortunate that she doesn't have any felony offenses, was given this many opportunities, and as this court is well aware, a very good officer to work with in Ms. Lopez, and she has not done what she has been required by this court to do. So I would stand with Ms. Lopez's recommendation and defer to any other comments she might have.
So, Ms. Eli, the problem that I have is that when you first got on your probation, we sent you to the cognitive track of ISF so that you could get tools to be able to be successful and do better and make it through probation. And when you got out of ISF, you were put on the high-medium caseload so that you would have help with all of these issues that Mr. Lewis is talking about. Help with places to live and with jobs, and you were given all of that. And so for me to say, okay, you've already been given all that and you didn't take advantage of it to give you some other opportunity and just let you out when I've already given you these sanctions, and the underlying case is just very, very serious, and the fact that you got a probation was a big chance. And if you hadn't already been to ISF, then maybe I'd be thinking about, okay, let's do ISF or let's do something to give you some tools to do better. But we did that. and you didn't take advantage of it. So at this time, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 8 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence at this time to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the offense of injury to a child. Sentence you to a term of 4 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. This is not a plea agreement, and so you do have some rights to appeal. You can talk to Mr. Lewis about that. I'm handing you the trial court certification. It shows you do have that right to appeal. I need your signature on that, and I'll get you a copy of it. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provided you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Lewis. All right, you can sign that, and y'all can take the bottom 2 copies. Say Leonard Guillory, Mr. Lewis. Good morning. Are you Lee Coney?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Coney, you've got 2 cases. One you're on probation for in cause number 24 DCCR 1600 on probation for theft of property with previous convictions. There's a new indictment that's been handed down in cause number 25 DCCR 1274. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, also a state jail felony. It's my understanding that there is no agreement in either of these cases. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. I was speaking with Ms. Coney this morning and yesterday, and she has a request to make of the court. She would like to have a new attorney.
Well, Ms. Coney, you don't get to pick a new attorney. Mr. Rojas is an excellent attorney. He's, I'm sure, talked with the assistant district attorney, is giving you that information and advising you. And so if you want to take some agreement, that's fine. If not, what's going to happen is today we'll go through that motion to revoke your probation. And I'll get pleas of either true or not true to those allegations. Then we'll reset that case for a sentencing hearing. I'll determine if you violated your probation. If I determine you have, I can either continue you, I can revoke you, I can do whatever at that point. And then depending on what happens on that case, I guess we'll see what happens on that new offense. And so do you want to talk to Mr. Rojas about that agreement, or do you want to go forward and leave it all up to me on your motion, I guess?
I plan to go forward.
With what? Just pleading open to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand the best you can, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Will she waive the formal reading of the motion?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. Coney, in 24 DCCR 1600, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation October 29th of 2024 for the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions, and that was a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct?
Yes.
The motion alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the new offense of possession of a controlled substance, a state jail felony, November 1st of 2025. And is that true or not true?
That's true.
Count 2 alleges that you committed the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 3, and I'm guessing that's a misdemeanor
I
offense?
think so, Judge. The case is not yet, that case has not been filed.
Okay.
It's awaiting testing right now. It's in progress.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's a misdemeanor or not then. Penalty group 3, less than 28 grams on November 1st of 2025, and is that true or not true?
I'm sorry, what was it?
It's the same date, it's just a different drug. November 1st of 2025, when you were arrested, it was for possession of 2 different types of drugs.
No, ma'am. No,
Okay,
it's
so
not.
not true to count 2. Count 3 alleges that you failed to report to the probation department July 24th, August 21st, October 8th, and October 29th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
I'm sorry, I missed it. He was trying to tell me something while you were talking.
So count 3 alleges that you failed to report to the probation department on July 24th, August 21st, October 8th, and October 29th of 2025.
That's true.
Okay. Count 4 alleges that you failed to never become intoxicated or under the influence of any intoxicating substance. Mr. Nichols, did you read that one?
Failed to never become intoxicated or be under the influence of any intoxicating substance.
In that on or about
March,
the March 19th, 2020.
I'll just drop 4, Judge.
Do you want to, I mean,
This isn't my file, I don't know the details
Well,
of
let's
violations,
don't-
and I can't amend right now.
okay.
I don't know what,
What I'm going to do is, at this time, I don't want it I want to know whatever allegation that is at the appropriate
I
time.
can see it here, Judge, and I can orally amend that. What it's supposed to allege is that she tested positive for cocaine on March 19th, 2025.
So any objection to the amendment reading in that on or about March 19th, 2025, the defendant tested positive for cocaine? Mr. Rojas?
No objection.
So count 4 alleges that you failed to never become intoxicated or be under the influence of any intoxicating substance, and that you tested positive for cocaine March 19th of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 5 alleges that you failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true?
I'm not sure.
Count 6 alleges that you failed to submit to alcohol and/or drug screening on July 29th of 2025 at the direction of your probation officer. Is that true or not true?
It's true. but-
Okay, you'll get to explain later. Right now, just true or not true. Count 7 alleges that you failed to provide verification of completing the theft prevention class. Is that true or not true? I'm sorry?
Yeah, true.
And then count 8 alleges that you are behind in your court-assessed fees as of November 3rd of 2025 in the amount of $575. And is that true or not true?
It's,
As of November. On that day, we know.
yes, that's true.
Okay. Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Well, with the payment, that my payment is caught up now.
Okay, I'll just take off number 8 and put not true on that one. So 3, 4, 6, and 7, did you plead true, again, freely and voluntarily,
Yes,
and because those counts are actually true?
yes,
All right, then I'm going to find counts 3, 4, 6, and 7 true, find that you entered those pleas freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to reset the case for a hearing. I would anticipate, Mr. Nichols, that you would have some evidence with regard to the count 1, the new
Yes, Your Honor, the
offense.
state will prove up.
Do you think we would need
I would-
more than an hour or so?
I wouldn't think so, Judge.
Okay.
Appears to be a traffic stop.
One
Drug encounter.
or two, I guess, a 2 witness.
Yes.
We need
At least
lab.
hour and a half, I would think.
Okay, we'll get it set for an appropriate day. Just everybody make a notation that it will be set for a hearing for that. Anything that you think is important for me to know, get that information to Mr. Rojas, and he'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back. And if I can get an updated pre-sentence report, that would be great as well. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. You can go back with the bailiff. Oh, actually, come over here to the clerk. She needs your fingerprint before you go back with the bailiff.